Hi, this is Kristi. I'm going to take you on a short orientation of my class today. If you are listening to me and watching this, then you found my orientation page. Good job. Now let's go ahead and go over to home. Every time you start Canvas, this is what you're going to see when you pull up my class. If you scroll down, you'll see where you can click to get to the orientation page again, and then you'll see down here where the modules are. I'm going to go ahead and just pick one module to show you today. Let's do module 2. Click on it and it will take you right to it. At the beginning of each module, I'll tell you the target, which is your goal. I want you to understand the difference between a base and an exponent and evaluate terms with positive exponents. That's an example for module 2. Every module will have a little bit of something to read, sort of an introduction or a background. You can read that on your own. And then when you get to the end of it, it's going to have a hand icon here that says click here to print out the notes for the day. Every time you see that hand, that means that you need to do something there, and it usually means print out. So you're going to click on it, and hopefully you all know how to do this. If you're taking an online class, you have a little bit of computer skills, and then you would go up here and download the lecture notes for the day. And this is what pops up. So I'll scroll down and I see 2 pages of lecture notes talking about powers or exponents. So what you would do then is you would click File and then you would print at your home or the library. Let's go ahead and get out. After you have printed the notes, then you're going to watch the lecture for the day. It's a video. And for instance, you would click here in the middle. When the video comes up, you can click on this empty square here to maximize the screen and to get a full screen
Today
view.
we're going to talk about powers. We've already talked.
There. I'm going to turn that down. So that's one tip for you. The other tip that I wanted to show you is that I do have these closed captions here. I spent many hours closed captioning my lectures for you. Some students like to see the captions down here at the bottom, right here. Some students don't. You can click them on or off just by clicking on CC. And there I just clicked on that one and you can see they're off now. All right, let's go ahead and minimize the screen. Again, I'm down here in the bottom right, clicking on that. And there we go. We're back to the module. Go ahead and pause that. Once you have watched the lecture, maybe even twice or 3 times, as many times as you need to, then you're going to move on to homework. Homework will always be in a blue table here. The first half of the week, you'll usually have 1, 2, or 3 items to do. And the second half of the week, you'll see more pop up. So on the left side, it tells you what the assignment is. And this is in your textbook. And on the right side, it will give you a page number, or sometimes it will give you a link if I just want you to do another worksheet. And then it says, please check your homework in the back of the textbook. And this is honor system. It's almost impossible for me to check all of your homework in an online class, but please know that if you do not do your homework, you will not make much progress in math. So please do your homework. After you've done the first half of the week, move on to the second lecture. There are 2 lectures every week. Just like if you were coming to class on Monday and Wednesday nights, you'd have 2 classes. It's the same. You should be logging on at least 2 times a week. And again, this is part 2. It says rules of exponents. The target is listed here. You have a little bit of things that you can read to get a background. And then again, click here to print out the notes. These are the notes for your second lecture of the week, which is called Rules of Exponents. Once you've printed out the notes, you click here to watch the video and finish your notes while you're watching it. And then you will move on to the homework. The homework table here is going to include what I gave you for the first part of the week, page 26 through 28, and then it's going to add a few things. And you can see that this week I've added a few more pages in your book, and then I also want you to do an exponent worksheet. You would click here, again it would pop up in your download section on the right, and you can print it out. At the end of the week, you need to pick one of these activities to do. This is an extra, something additional. You can pick a sort. A lot of students love sorts. They're quick and easy, but you can learn a lot from them in a short amount of time. So let's see what a sort looks like. This is a sort. You print your page out, cut along the dotted lines. So you'll have 16 squares. And then you are going to arrange all of the numbers in order from least to greatest. Okay, so it's just putting them on a number line basically from least to greatest. Most of our students can do a sort in less than 3 or 4 minutes. If you are the type that just wants to do an extra worksheet, click here, do an extra worksheet. I have a fun crossword puzzle. If you'd rather try that, try something different. And it looks like this week you can even listen to an exponent song if you want for your extra activity. So you need to do one of them, but many students will do them all, and that's fine. After you're done, at the end of the week, you need to take your quiz. It says if you feel confident about your knowledge of exponents, please take this week's quiz. And you would click here to get to the quiz. And you'll see a button when the quiz is ready to be published. All right, if you don't feel ready yet, you might consider watching these videos. At the end of every week, I will list at least 2, 3, 4, sometimes more videos for you. I've taken a lot of time to figure out which videos would be good matches for what we're studying, and I put a variety of people as well. If you like math antics, he's funny, he's animated, click on that one. Some people like to just get down to business and do Khan Academy. I'll also do Virtual Nerd and then some other interesting ones that you might try watching to see what's a good fit for you. So that's the end of each week. Over here on the left, I just want to point out these tabs for you. These are tabs that you might use throughout the quarter. I've shown you the home page. Let me show you the syllabus. This is the syllabus with my information on it. Talks about the dates of the class, the dates for the final exam. You can scroll down. Talks about the book that you need, the grading scale, etc. So in your own time, make sure you browse the syllabus. You can get to the page that shows all of the modules. You can also get to this from the home page. There's another way to do it. If you like to look at everything like an index, feel free to click on the modules page. It talks about what you need to do for week 1, what you need to do for week 2. And there's the discussion page. Now I already showed you, we did number 2, the homework reflection. On the discussion page, you have the reflections, which are to be done after you do your homework each week. But I also have a place here for you to ask questions. If you want to ask a question during the week, just type it right here where it says reply. You can also email me privately or call me, but this is a nice way to post your question for the week because then everyone can see them. Okay, we have a page that's going to list all of your assignments, a page that lists the grades, a page that shows all your quizzes. You can click here to see the people in your class, click here to view information on the Academic Success Center where you can go to get tutoring. So back to the home page. And that's it in a quick little preview. I hope you enjoy the class and please let me know if you have any questions or need help. Thank you.